Today we will see how to find out moment of a single force. This is going to help us to find out rotational effect of a force. As we know, a force F, if it is acting on a rigid body, it can produce two external effects. One is translation and second is rotation. So these are the two effects which will be produced by a given force. Effect of translation we have seen in terms of resultant force. So resultant force, if it is acting on a rigid body for a coplanar concurrent force system, it will simply produce the translation. It may move in x direction, y direction or in any direction, but it will not be associated with rotation. But when it comes to rotation, that single force will produce angular displacement of that rigid body. For example, if this is a rod and this rod, it is pinned or nailed at this particular location or end, and if we apply a single force F in this way, this is end A, this is end B. So what will happen? Because of this force F, end A being pinned in the wall, this will rotate in this direction. That means this force, which was initially producing only translation, if it is applied in this fashion, then it can produce rotation also. So the tendency of this rod will be to go in this direction. So that means this much rotation would occur. So when a force produces a rotation of a rigid body, it is called as moment of that force. Okay, practical examples, if we see opening of a door, it will be the moment application. Then when we change the wheel in four-wheeler or two-wheeler, we used to have a lever arm to open the bolts. It is the application of moment. Alright, so with these examples we can understand a single force can produce two effects. One is translation and second is rotation. Translational effect is taken care by finding out magnitude of the resultant force, whereas rotational effect is taken care by finding out moment of a force. Now how this moment is found out? Moment is found out as magnitude of the force F multiplied by the perpendicular distance. Whenever we say distance, it has to be between 2 points. So F into perpendicular distance. So this perpendicular distance will be between which 2 points? Here we can see point B is the point of application of this force. Okay, so line of action of this force will be this. This is point A, which is pinned in the wall, which cannot move but allows only rotation. Hence, here we can say this perpendicular distance D is between point A, the center about which rotation is taking place, and line of action of force F. Okay, so this is 90 degree. Hence, F multiplied by D. Since this distance D is between this force and point A and rotation is taking place about point A, this is written as moment of force F about which point? About point A. So this term indicates force and this term indicates the center about which rotation is taking place, which we call it as moment center. Okay, so point A, which is pinned to the wall about which this rotation is occurring, it is called as moment center. The perpendicular distance between moment center and line of action of the given force, that is distance D, is called as lever arm. It is also called as moment arm. Okay, so moment of force F about point A is mathematically found out as F multiplied by D, where F is the magnitude and D is the perpendicular distance between line of action of the force and the point which is pinned. Okay, that is moment center. What can be the unit? F will be in kilonewton, right, and D will be in meter. So, kilonewton meter will be the unit for the moment. Now, it can be Newton centimeter, it can be Newton millimeter, it can be kilonewton centimeter, whatever the combinations you can have for the units of these two quantities, that will be the unit here. Okay. In this way, what we have seen, what are the external effects of a force? One is translation, second is rotation. Translational effect is taken care by or quantified by with the help of magnitude of resultant, from which we come to know that in which direction that object will displace. Okay. And this rotational effect is taken care with the help of moment. What is moment? Moment is the rotational effect which is produced by a given force about any given point. So, here we can understand when we want to find out moment of F about any point A, how it is found out? Magnitude of the force is written here and perpendicular distance is found out between moment center A and this line of action of force F, which is small d. Hence, F multiplied by D gives us moment of F about A. Here we have seen two technical terms, one is moment center and second is lever arm or moment arm. So, moment center is that center about which we are finding out a rotational effect, and lever or moment arm is the perpendicular distance between the line of action of that given force and moment center. We can observe one more thing, that if you take distance d as radius and want to draw a circle, you can draw a circle in this way, right? Now, if you draw a circle in this way, in this direction, it is called as clockwise direction, okay? And if you draw the circle in the reverse direction, it will be called as an anti-clockwise circle, right? So, depending upon the direction of force F, a circle is drawn, rather it is assumed to be drawn. This is center A, this is the radius, let us say D. So, instead of small r we are saying it is D, and thereafter we have this force F. Treat this force F as the tangential force, okay, and we want to form a circle with the help of this force. In which direction this force is acting? It is shown to be acting downward. Hence, from this point, with this much radius, we will draw a circle. When we will try to draw a circle which will be formed will be clockwise, okay. Suppose I change the direction of the force. Instead of vertically downward force, now the force is vertically upward. What will happen now? Moment center is same, perpendicular distance is same, but the direction of the force is made upward. Now I want to draw a circle. How can I draw it? I will observe the direction of arrow. It is going up. Where it is acting? It is acting at this location. So I will try to rotate the system in this way, because arrowhead is upward, okay. So when I have drawn a circle in this way, in which direction I have drawn? In anti-clockwise direction. Understood? Why we are discussing these points? Because with respect to vector quantities, force F, so also moment of that force, both will be the vector quantities, okay. If we consider the definition of vector quantity, force F, it is considered as vector quantity. It requires magnitude, direction and point of application, these three things. Similarly, moment of a force is also a vector quantity. Hence, it will require magnitude, direction and point of application, okay. How it is identified? Magnitude of force multiplied by distance, it will give us its magnitude. Now direction, the part which we discussed, that if arrowhead is downward, the circle was drawn clockwise, arrowhead is upward, circle is drawn anti-clockwise. This is nothing but the direction of rotational effect which is produced by the force. Okay, hence a clockwise moment is taken positive and an anti-clockwise moment is taken negative. Okay, so clockwise moment is formed when the arrowhead of this force is downward. So moment created by that force will be positive moment. Okay, suppose arrowhead is upward and we have tried to draw a circle. So the moment or the circle is going to be anti-clockwise. Hence, what will it be? It will be F multiplied by D completely in bracket, and we will be putting minus sign outside, and this will be written as moment of F about point A. So what does this indicate? It indicates that the moment is anti-clockwise. Alright. So this is the sign convention which we adopt in moment calculation as far as two-dimensional force system is concerned. Alright. Now here, as I told you, vector quantity will require three things to be defined: magnitude, direction and point of application. So magnitude is simply multiplication of their absolute values. Direction, it will be decided on the basis of clockwise or anti-clockwise effect, which will be the point of application of this moment. This rotational effect we are finding out by fixing point A. Right? We have pinned this point on the wall and thereafter we have found out this rotational effect. Hence, its center or point of application will be point A. Therefore, F indicate the force which is creating this much moment, but about which point? About point A. Hence, A is going to be the point of application. Alright. So, this is about the introductory part of moment of a force. Let us revise. Force will have an external effect which can be translation or rotation. Translational effect is taken care by finding out resultant, its direction and its point of application, whereas rotational effect is quantified with the help of this moment. What is meant by moment? Moment is nothing but the rotational effect produced by that force, which is quantified as magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. As we discussed, perpendicular distance should be between the given point about which we want to find out rotational effect and the line of action of the force. Alright. Hence, F multiplied by D, F magnitude of the force, D lever arm. This will give us moment of this force about the center of rotation, that is about point A. Remember, for a vertical line of action, which is the perpendicular distance from point A, horizontal will be the perpendicular distance. Okay. If force is acting here and this much is the distance D, which is perpendicular to this force P, what will be its moment? Its moment will be P multiplied by D, right? Magnitude of P multiplied by D. How a circle will be formed? It can be very well understood. We have a compass with us. We can put needle end here and pencil end here. We will observe the direction of force. It will take this point on the right hand side. Hence, with this much radius, we will try to draw a circle. So, the circle has been drawn in clockwise direction. So, direction of moment produced by P about A will be a clockwise moment. So, positive. Now, you can observe this is the vertical distance and line of action of the force P is horizontal. Okay. So, for a horizontal force to calculate its moment, we should know the vertical perpendicular distance or shortest distance between a given moment center and line of action of force. In case of vertical line of action of force and we want to find out its moment about any point in the space, then we should know horizontal perpendicular distance between any given moment center and line of action of the force. For this example, this is our moment center. For another example, moment center will be at different place. So, this way today we have seen what is meant by moment, what is its magnitude, what will be its direction, what are the sign convention and what are its unit along with the technical terms involved. Thank you.